right, so our objective is to, so basically I'm going to give you some examples of how to post without being salesy, help you get comfortable sharing authentically, help you drive more traffic to your page and stories, help you connect with people to create action, and then show you how to use the IPA sheet to help you with all of that. All right, so the do's of posting. You want to use personal photos. If you're going to share something of someone's, you want to copy. So that second point, maybe I should have worded that different, but copy someone's post and post it as your own. So if you see that somebody shared, something about the pink drink or X Factor or whatever, and you really like it and you hit share, like, don't do that because it suppresses, it gets suppressed in the algorithm. So you want to just kind of copy their wording. You can use your own image if you want. You could use their same image, or if it's something funny and you're looking for like an engaging post or something, just always make sure that you copy it and post it as your own. Share your heart. That's just kind of being honest with people. Be who you are, share kind of your journey and how things are going. People love to follow a story. Post at the right time. If you notice that you're not really getting any engagement in the middle of the day, don't put a post up in the middle of the day. If most of your friends are at work and you know that they're not really on their phones all day, that's not when you want to be posting. So kind of try to pay attention to when your most active times are. And that's when you want to be posting. You want to provide value. That's a tricky one. I still struggle with that. So I don't know. We can talk about all of these, but, providing value, I have some examples later that we'll kind of get to. But, if you're just always sharing, like, if you ever go to someone's page and you see like all it is down their whole thing, like if you're ever sitting there doing your IPA and you're trying to find people to comment on their stuff, all it is stuff that they're sharing constantly, and you're like, how do I even comment on that? Right? Like they're not providing any value. It's not anything that you see it and go, oh, I want to share that with my followers or my friends because it's a great recipe or whatever. You want to use clear headlines. So like if you're going to have a bunch of wording, you want to let people know what they're going to find in your post. Most people don't read. So if you've got this whole big story, it's probably a waste. So you want to have something that's, and we all post those big long things, but try to have something that's going to kind of grab their attention and let them know what it's going to be about. And then they're going to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Likely to read it. The don'ts. Do not post sales graphics. Now, yes, sometimes we do this like at the end of the month or whatever, but for the most part, no one knows what that means. So, if you just like throw up $69, come get a combo, like that means nothing to your friends because they don't necessarily know what it normally costs. They don't know what a combo is. So, it just makes you look like, hey, come buy my stuff. It makes you look like you're just throwing up this sale sign at your storefront and it's all about you and how you want them to come buy your stuff. It's not about how you have something that can actually help them with their issue. And this is why they need it. You need to be letting people know why they need what you have, not just come buy from me. Oh, and I put that on there again. Don't share someone else's poster image. We talked about that before. Just make it your own. Don't just use stock images. I see this a lot. Yes, we have tons of beautiful images. Jenny's got amazingly organized albums with all the photos, and they're great, and you can use them. But if that's all you're ever putting up, like you're not connecting. They don't connect with your audience. If you want to share a post about X Factor, go grab your X Factor. Put a couple pills in your hand, take a picture. I've got some samples that I'll show later too, but just kind of try to get creative. And if you're stuck and you're like, crap, I don't know, ask someone, or like, grab a hydrate and take a picture of hydrate yourself. Mix it up maybe. Or if you're drinking active, if you're out on your walk, you're doing a run and you're drinking your active, Take a picture of your active in the bottle with you, because that is connecting more and showing people that you're a product of the product. If you're just constantly using stock images, that goes right back to the salesy kind of posts. Don't overthink it. It does not have to be perfect. You need to connect with your people. And if you're constantly trying to get the perfect post and it's all, your makeup is the best and you look super cute and it's like, just whatever, and everything is perfect, you're not connecting, because it's not you. I mean, it's you, but just have active with a pile of laundry in the background. I'm drinking my active, I fold some laundry, thankful for my active. It gets me through the days. Whoo, your hair's a mess, whatever it is. If you're like a busy mom and you're drinking that active because it's helping you get through the day, communicate that. Don't get all, I look perfect, and I've got my active and you don't look tired at all. That's not, it just doesn't match. The image doesn't match with what the wording is. So just be mindful when you're doing stuff like that. And don't just post Plexus. You have to post your personal life. And I'll talk a little bit about that on another slide as well, of how even when you are posting Plexus, you don't have to use necessarily like a Plexus image, if that makes sense. And like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit. But and sometimes people say, well, I don't really do anything, I don't really have anything exciting in my life, I don't know what else to post. I don't know, find something. Okay. Like, I'm the queen of just posting stupid images that make people laugh. Like, that was something that I just decided to do a few months ago because I needed to be posting more. And I knew that, and I needed to get people engaging. And I thought, well, people like funny stuff, right? Or maybe you like to share motivational things, inspiring things. If you're big into like health and fitness, share some healthy recipes on your page. Maybe share your workout that you're doing. Someone might be interested in that. I don't know. And then you're providing value as well. So just find what you like and post about those things also. And don't be negative. Do not be a negative Nancy on your social media. I know we all have those friends that put like a passive aggressive post about because somebody made them angry, or, and you're like, who's she mad at? Or they're just constantly complaining about things, or, if you want to complain about something, then share your solution to what it was, like, oh my gosh, I can't think of a stupid example. I would say I fell down and rolled down a hill and then I whatever, but you get my point. Like, if you want to share something that you went through, also share the success on the other side of it, and how you came out of that, to flip it into a positive. You just don't want to be that person that nobody wants to even read your stuff anymore because you're always complaining. All right, so some post ideas. I just kind of went and found these super quick earlier. You guys don't see the square of images, right, that are blocking what I'm seeing? You can see my whole screen? Okay. All right, so up here, can you see like where I'm pointing to this top right one? Okay, make sure I'm pointing and you're actually seeing. So this was one that I did in the summer. So this is just an example of, yes, it's about Plexus, but the wording that you can't see because it's microscopic was actually a little recipe that I tried. I mixed, I don't remember what it was. It looks like strawberries. Oh, it was the hydrate. Lemon lime hydrate, strawberries, some ice in my Ninja, and it was really yummy. So it was like a slushie. So just, if you're getting creative with any of your drinks, share that. People like to see like, oh, well, that's a fun, recipe idea. And you can even go post these in our pages, in our groups and stuff that we have. I'm sure Jenny wouldn't care if somebody went and shared a recipe. I didn't even think about it until just now, but go post Inspire Health and Happiness. And then maybe somebody's like, oh, that looks good. Maybe I do want to order this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really good to just kind of show them that there are other ways to use our products. It's not just mix up a pink drink and drink it every day. This one, just, this bottle has had that same pink drink in it for months. Okay. So use it as a prop if that's what you need to do. And then if you're like, oh, I already have my pink drink today, but I really want to take a picture to post something, I just go grab that bottle that I never used well, actually I dumped it the other day. It was getting moldy, But, you can do that. I think Lisa does like food coloring or no, maybe it's not food coloring. It's something, she has some kind of drink that looks pink like that. And heck, walk around. I think we talked about this before. Wendy mentioned it, like walk around with that little bottle in your fake pink drink, whatever. I don't know, do what you got to do. But that way you always have something to take a picture. But this was about, I don't know, this was about like products, and it's not normal to feel yucky. Something that I do that you can also do is search Facebook, Plexus pink drink, Plexus X Factor, Plexus active. You're going to see a bazillion posts are going to come up. So you can scroll and go, oh, I like that one. Like I like that wording. I copy the wording and I paste it in my notes on my phone. And I have a little folder in there that says Plexus posts. So if I am looking for something to post, I've got all these things that I can choose from. So it's very, very simple to go find wording from somewhere. We are one Plexus. You can take someone's wording. Obviously, if it doesn't sound exactly like you, because it's maybe like more personal, make it sound like you. Otherwise people are going to know and they're going to be like, that is not her. And then we also have posting ideas like in different pages and things, but, this one here. So there's a page, if you're not aware, Plexus Slim Recipes on Facebook. So I went in there today and I was like, oh, okay. Copycat Starbucks latte. So make one and then share it and share that recipe, another example of just like this one up here, just showing people different ways to use our lean, like the snickerdoodle. Hello, somebody mentioned a pancake recipe, you guys. I don't even know. I got to find it. But, like there's so many different ways. And I saw there was a video in that lean recipe page earlier where somebody made a waffle, those little mini like waffle makers. I don't know all the ingredients that were in there. I forget something about an egg. I think it was the snickerdoodle lean and something else. They mixed it up in a little bowl and poured it in a little mini waffle thing and made a freaking waffle. So there's like so many things out there. We just have to be out there finding it. And then that's a reel, get yourself, they're $10, the little mini waffle makers, and make yourself a little waffle in a reel and share about your snickerdoodle lean. I can't even say snickerdoodle. And, but like, these are things that we can be doing to get our stuff out there in creative ways. So it doesn't even have to be just a plain boring post. Go do a reel of making a waffle. Use children because they're super cute. So, my grandchildren were here and they were like, juice. They wanted their special juice. And I thought, hello, that's a post, so just always be thinking that's something I can share. And I think I just captioned this super simple. When the kids want pink drink, you give them pink drink. But, just use the children is the point because everybody loves them. This one, just share your own before and after. Even if you've shared it before, it doesn't mean that everyone has seen it. I don't remember what this wording was. It wasn't my testimony. So like, it doesn't always have to be your whole big testimony story. You can share, your side by side and just anything, a couple of words, a line, because people don't read. This one down here is actually a business post. And so this is an example of how your image doesn't necessarily have to go with the wording. So like, this is me and my kid and a business post. So it's like there's a connection because, I get to work from home and he's with me. I get to homeschool him and all the things, but, it doesn't have to be like many times you might see someone share some business wording. And again, I stole this business wording. So you can also search Plexus like business, I don't know, whatever, and find wording that you like and tweak it to make it fit you. But, you don't want to use some stock image for that. It's not going to connect with anyone. So that's what that one was. So those are some examples of posts. All right. And so what should you do? Oh, I didn't know that image was going to move. What should you do each day? Oh my goodness. My text messages are blowing up. So daily IPA, this is where like the IPA comes in. That is income producing activity. So these are like pretty much non-negotiables. I don't have the IPA sheet in here because I just couldn't figure it out. So, but Jenny made a new one. We have the other one. We have several different ones that you can use, whatever you prefer. Personally, sorry, Jenny, but I still prefer this one. But so it's all on the IPA sheet, whether you use this one or if you use the new one that Jenny created. There's one from like Plexus called the Winning Day. Pick whichever one fits with you and what you like. All this stuff is on that sheet. So this isn't like new stuff, but this is like, I don't know, it could be 15 minutes. It could take you 30 minutes. It does not, I know it looks like a lot, but it doesn't have to take that long. Post. We talked about that, personal and Plexus. Engaging with friends and on your own post. So like you need to be intentional. We say a lot of times, I don't have time, or I didn't have time to get my IPA done. Like, yeah, but were you scrolling Facebook? Because if you're scrolling Facebook, you can do this part. Like, do it when you're sitting on the toilet in the morning. I don't care. Like you just do it when there's a time where you can just do it, when you're just sitting there, because it's literally not that long. So what you want to do is you want to go engage with people, not just in your feed, not all your Plexus friends, because they ain't helping you build your business. You need to go to your friends list. You can sort that very easily. You can like pick all the A's maybe one day, put an A, everybody with an A will come up, click it, go to their page, see if there's anything that you can comment on. Do a genuine comment, not just an emoji, like, whatever. Or if there's specific people that you would love to work this business with you, or that Sally's been struggling with IBS for 1,000 years, but she has not jumped on to do Plexus yet. Engage with her, because whoever you're engaging with is who is seeing your stuff. So that's why I say not all your Plexus friends, because then you're seeing their stuff and they're seeing yours, and that's not helping anyone. And then if someone comments on your post, you want to reply to those comments, because that's also helping boost in your algorithm. Each day you're supposed to message 3 to 5 people, not about Plexus. You're just socializing. So if you want, go watch stories, reply to someone's stories. Or if you know that a friend was going through something recently, go check in with them. Whatever, just having conversations with people, because whoever you're interacting with is seeing what you're posting. Do the birthday sample system. That takes 2 seconds to go see whose birthday it is. There's a whole board on that if you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's on the IPA sheet, birthday wishes / messages. It's a reach out message to tell someone happy birthday and ask if they would like a sample of your favorite pink drink that's for gut health. And then there's a whole process to that. So again, even if they say no, you've messaged them and now they're going to see your Plexus stuff when you post it. So it's just another way to engage with people. Make new friends. You should be making new friends every day, at least 3. How do I do this? Either by the recommended, if you're sitting there and it's like people you may know. Oh, sure. Boop, 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 boop. I don't care. I'm gonna be friends with everybody. I have signed people up this way. It's just, sometimes we get a little weird and we overthink it. And it's like, oh, I don't know, I don't really know her. It seems kind of uncomfortable. You're never going back and checking and seeing if she accepted it. Put that out of your mind. You're just hitting friend requests, and whoever accepts it, great. If they don't, that's fine too. It's just like when you message someone, don't go back and be like, did they read it? Oh my gosh, they left me on red. It just messes with your brain. And so you just friend request people. I'll go to friends of mine, like maybe my family members, and look at their friends list. Or like my husband. I've done that in the past. I'll look at his friends list, like, oh, I'll do that party, boop. You know what I mean? And so just go and look for people that aren't already associated with Plexus, obviously. So you want to do that every day. And then you want to be in groups. You got to join groups. Now that's not one you have to do every day. So I lied about the non-negotiable every day. But, if you're in groups, just make sure that you're going into them a few times here and there, maybe throughout the week. I don't know how often, but comment on stuff. Just kind of read some of the posts and try to be supportive, say something kind, just never know who you might connect with. And then they end up friend requesting you or whatever. And now you have a new friend, or post in there, ask a question. it gets, gets you kind of talking, because then people are commenting, you're responding, and another way to make friends and build your network. And always check the team pages. And see what's going on in there. Sometimes there's stuff in there that you need to know about. I guess that's not really social media, but I don't know. It made me think, because it was on the list. Check team page. Just make sure you know what's happening, I guess. And tag the appropriate people. You might have people that you've been talking to that wanted to get their products paid for, and now there's this new incentive that was just posted and they don't know about it. You got to tag them in it and go reach out, and just, being mindful of what's happening. Is kind of what that is. That's it. So let me stop my screen share and we can talk. I feel like I talked a lot. Any questions? Was that a lot? Like too much or what?
No, it was good. I had a question along the way and I didn't write it down.
Oh crap.
So I'll remember at the end. Always.
I wanted to share something you were talking about, like just going through the A's and start to find people to comment on and stuff like that. I started, and it's just an easy way for me to remember it. Like I'll go through the birthdays where you can see everybody's birthdays that's coming up, So I'll go through, like I did, like last month, I looked at all the October birthdays and I started engaging with those people. And then this month, I started sending them reach out messages if I haven't. So it kind of just keeps me like a month, all of that. So it keeps me with like some kind of form of organization on how to do it. But
absolutely, yeah. And I'm actually really glad that you mentioned that, because it reminded me there's a whole, did you know if you can you can make groups, like lists of your Facebook friends. So, and this is a system somebody has, and I started to do it and then I didn't stick with it. You just reminded me. So that's what she does. She goes into her, I could try to share my screen again and show you, but she goes to her friends list and she creates like a list. So it would be October birthdays, and everybody with an October birthday goes in this list, and that's who she engages with through the whole month of October. Yeah. So it's exactly what you're doing or did, or, whatever.
More easier
and
way.
They get like the birthday message, but she's also engaging with them. She's not just sending them the birthday message. I thought that was genius. So yeah, and it kind of helps you to break it down so that you're organized in who you're, what do you call it? Engaging with.
Yes. And that was my big deal, was like keeping track of who I needed to be engaging.
Right.
And yeah, but
because you can be talking, you can go to someone's page and spend that 20 minutes, 15, whatever, and you're sitting there looking for people, but then do you ever go back again? Because I know I'm not organized with it.